Hi, welcome to Paleo Greenbird. I'm Greenbird, and today I thought I'd do a video on flint knapping safety. I try and do a couple of very basic beginning videos for those folks that are interested in starting the craft for the first time. I'm by no means an expert, but I'd love the opportunity to share with you what I've learned along the way and some of the things you need to know before you start getting into knapping. While we're doing this video, I might try and work a little bit more on this little Flint Ridge preform that I had kicking around. Not sure where it came from. It was from a flake. But I'm going to try and make this video short. So the first thing we're going to go over is your eyes. I would say always use a pair of safety glasses if you can. They're cheap. They're not that distracting, and they're not uncomfortable. You just put them on, you wear them, you're good to go. And then your hands. So your hands will probably get beat up a little bit during the process. You'll get cuts and bruises, and more cuts, and then probably more cuts. I would say biggest thing is to keep some band-aids on hand. You're going to need them. I've never had any cuts that sent me to the hospital, but I've had a few that I thought maybe were on, pardon me, that's my phone, were borderline of maybe needing stitches. But I would say, that's going to happen. Just expect it. You'll get cut. Once you get a little bit more experience, you won't get cut as bad, but you'll get some bad ones in the beginning. Another thing you can do too, especially when working obsidian and things like that, is you can always get yourself a pair of cut-proof gloves. They say cut-proof. They're cut-resistant. They work good for sharp stones like obsidian. If you're knapping the harder stuff like vaculite, which is kind of an in-between mid-grade, or Flint Ridge, things of that nature, you won't really need gloves that much. You'll find every once in a while you might drive a flake into your hand, or by hitting it incorrectly on the platform you might split the spall. And I've had rocks that have cut me not from the hit, but actually from them falling out of my hand while I was opening them. So that's something to keep in mind. Also is your lungs. That's the most important thing, is your lungs. So as I ironically cough, part of the unfortunate byproduct of what we do is we create dust, silicate dust. The stones that we work with is high in silicate content. That's what allows it to flake predictably and to give us the beautiful flake patterns that we're looking for. Unfortunately, it also produces dust in the air. Not just what you can see, the dust, but also microscopic dust that you breathe in as you're grinding your platforms, as you're looking at them, things like that. So always nap on a breezy day. I've even brought a fan outside before, even being outside on my porch. Never nap inside. It's just not worth it. I wouldn't do it. As far as I go with that. Also, with your clothes, one thing to keep in mind is I always keep an extra pair of clothes that I use for napping when I'm at home. So I can take them off, I can put them in a spot, I can hang them on the porch, I can do whatever I want, so that that dust that's accumulated on my clothes from napping doesn't get put into the air in my house and things of that nature. Also, I'll wear pants that don't have the cuff on the bottom of them. I'll wear pants that are straight seamed, so that the flakes don't get collected in the bottom of those those areas. They just roll right off of my pants. That's worked out well for me. Also, keep in mind, where you store your stone. Store it in a place where it's not going to be kicking up dust where you're going to breathe it. For a while, I stored my rocks in my bucket in my office, and just the general, vibrations in the house will stir it up. There's been times where I could smell it when I was sleeping. If you can smell it, then it's getting into your lungs. It's that simple. So be cognizant of that, and of course your feet. I can't tell you how many times I've had obsidian chunks in my foot that took months to get out, because if you can't dig it out with a pair of tweezers and then you're walking on it every day, you're just pushing it up further and further and further until your body can somehow encapsulate it and push it out. So not only is that a pain for you, but it'll be a pain for anybody else in your household, and you'll hear about it. So those are the major hazards that I would say to prepare for: your eyes, your hands, your lungs, your feet. Keep that in mind. And just to kind of go a little bit further on feet, it's okay to nap in sandals. I nap in sandals all the time. I've got them on right now because I can just pull them off. I can smack them against my bucket. All the dust kicks off, the little particles kick off, especially if you're using like a harder stone. Whenever I nap obsidian, I always wear shoes, special shoes that I have, not just for napping, but they're kind of like my outdoor shoes that I use so that I don't track it around. But other than that, I just wanted to make this quick video for those that are entering into this hobby. It's a great hobby, and you should by no means be scared about starting it for any of the safety concerns, but just a few things that you want to know. So if there's any other questions that you have about starting beginning, your journey in napping, please post it. Please subscribe if you would like. Please like the video if you like this video. There will be more on the way. Very basic, very quick. I'm going to try and keep these videos under 5 minutes. Until next time, Paleo Greenbird signing out.